You ask the questions and we provide the answers. Hopefully. This is Ask XMETAS. Pietro, how did you react to being only a short amount of time in the latest X-Men movie?
I'm just confused as to why. Why was I only there for a short amount of time? I mean, you could have been using me the entire time. No, you just wanted me to break some guy out of prison? That's all you wanted me for? Really? The guy with supersonic speed, who can break glass with vibrations of his hands. No. You just wanted to break some guy out of prison. Nothing else useful from there on. Really? For God's sakes.
Rogue, how do you feel about the Marvel musical coming out?
How was that a thing?
A musical? Really? Does everything need a musical these days? Why don't we just put Barney on ice and call it a musical? God damn it.
Mystique, what the freaking hell made you think that leaving your son with Magneto was a good idea?
Well, he said that it was a good idea that I get out and make friends. I mean, I didn't have friends before, and I think I had friends before. I don't know. They're probably all dead now. But he said he was great with kids. I thought he was great with kids. Kurt was great with him, I guess, for like how old was he? Like 3 months? 3 months old? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Toad, where did you get your costume? I really want to know.
Ribbit, I think it was some cosplay store. I can't really remember. I was just, Ribbit, perusing around on the internet and, these crazy cosplays, they're just completely insane, Ribbit. So, yeah, I was just perusing around. I just found something on the internet. Ribbit.
Sabretooth, how's your attempts to bond with Wolverine going?
I sent him tickets to the Book of Mormon to watch together, and he sent me a bag of dog do. So yeah, it's not going all that too good, eh?
Okay, my name's Crystal, and I want to know why the crap I am not in this. Seriously, I end up Pietro's wife, so why would I not be in this as a teen? Pietro, I'm not kidding. Look me up online. It's true.
I get a wife? An alien wife? I don't know how to feel about this. Oh no, wait, yes I do. Like, I fucking told all of you that I was straight. But no! You needed to have some completely different person from another continuity to tell you this. Oh my god, really? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you for clearing this up.
This is too Mystique. I heard that Scott stole your Judge Judy DVDs. What are you going to do to him?
I'm probably going to turn him into a flea. A harmless little flea. And then I'm going to put him in a box. And then I'm going to put that box in another box. And I'm going to mail that box to myself. And then I'm going to light it on fire, put it in another box, dump it down the river, put it in another box, and send it back to fucking Jean!
Logan, do you like any girls in a romance way? I'm wondering.
Yes. Yes, I do. Well, I think I do. Memory's not so good, remember? Or at least I can't.
Professor X, why do you think blue is such a prominent color in mutants? I only ask because Kurt, Mystique, Beast, and Apocalypse.
What? Oh, sorry. I was busy playing an interesting video game that Hank insisted that I play, and a red beast with a 13 on its shoulder just joined my party. As for blue being a prominent color, I can't say for sure, because Cerebro has calculated that there are about 16 million mutants on the Earth, and since I clearly haven't met them all, I can't give a proper answer. Also, who's Apocalypse?
Duncan, are you aware of Scott's crush on Jean, or are you too stupid to see the obvious?
Harems. Lots and lots of harems. That is all.
Pietro, if you were gay, who would you choose to be your boyfriend? Thanks for answering.
I would be proud to say that I was gay, but I'm not gay. Half gay.
Sisterhood of XMETAS, I do not care for you. Oh, God. If I answer this, will I be made fun of? I don't even know. Okay, I admit it. I would go gay for Robert Downey Jr. I mean, come on, that man is a god. He's a rock star. He's amazing. He's the best actor ever. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to sleep with him? Don't you fucking look at me like that, mullet!
McCoy, what is wrong with Kitty?
There's quite literally not enough science for me to explain this. She is a phenomenon. It's like her mind is a black hole, absorbing knowledge to just an abyss. Quite frankly, I don't think phasing is her mutation. I think it's her absence of intelligence and her fluent ignorance. Quite frankly, I'm not the monster here. Ignorance is.
Mystique, why do you love Judge Judy?
Because that bitch is amazing! Do you have any idea how many episodes she has? How many DVDs that I collected that some green imbecile fucking destroyed? To which that he is also probably more than likely destroyed. But, yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Who does your artwork? It's cool. Thank you, that would be me. I love to draw. I absolutely love to draw characters, and yeah, I especially love designing for anime characters, so I decided to draw all of our team members as mutants, if they would have their powers and all that stuff, and yeah, this is just what I've come up with, based on what they wanted and what they design-wise, but I hope to get better soon along. I would love to do my own 2D animated movie or somewhat, and maybe a graphic novel, who knows, just to draw my own and create my own stories and draw my own characters would be amazing for me to do. I do have a DeviantArt page. I believe I linked it in the YouTube channel on Sisterhood of XMETAS, so you can go check that out, see some of my later stuff. I haven't uploaded absolutely everything I've done, but yeah, just go check it out. And we do have a XMETAS fan art page. You guys can go submit art there and what have you, so yeah, that answers the question. That would be me. This question is for Logan. Has there been any problems that are going on between you and Sabretooth right now, since you two are counted as, how should I say this, brothers? If so, then maybe I can help with those problems. But to sum it all up, you're awesome.
Thanks for saying I'm awesome, but my feeling towards Sabretooth is... well, he heals like I do, so I can stab him repeatedly, and I don't have to worry about him, going bad and dying. That's a plus. If I really want to mess with him, I could always just start taking limbs off. Start putting him on Palma Trophy and lead him down a very convoluted, but somehow making sense plot where he has to find his own arms. So, and my feelings towards Sabretooth is... eternity's gonna be fun.
This is for Wanda and Pietro. How do you guys feel when Rogue and Magneto were dating? Is it... they were... how's it... he's like the age of her grandfather. What the... Pietro, oh my god. Do you realize what you've done? You've given my poor brother an aneurysm. Him dating Rogue is... I can't even fathom the horror this is. She's like around my age, for God's sakes. Father, you despicable old beast, I will make you pay for this. Principal Kelly, what have you been doing prepping for the Shield alien invasion?
Now, some might say this is a gross misuse of school funds, but I have spent the last 30 years tracking down and funding a fully functional DeLorean. I'm not gonna be here when she goes round.
Duncan, are you related to Takewaki Kuno from Order of ADD's Ranma Bridge? Whoever asked this question, thank you.
Tate wate who? I don't believe I've heard of such a man. How dare you, swine? Who the hell are you? I am Tate wate Kuno, the Blue Thunder of Boinkin High. A worthy rival. I mean, just look at that hair. Yes, my hair is fantastic, like the rest of me. Well, clearly we have nothing in common. I'm the romantic rival to some fool who thinks my genie beanie can be his. Your genie beanie? Yes, that beautiful redhead over there. Fool! You merely have one woman, while I, the fantastic Tate wate Kuno, have both the Kane Tendo and the pig-tailed girl at his beck and call. You dare diss my genie beanie? Of course! She's not as beautiful as the pig-tailed girl or Kane Tendo. Put up your dukes. Humpathy!
Brotherhood, what's your Pokemon team?
Pokemon? Fuck that noise. I'm with Digimon, motherfuckers! Digimon monsters, Digimon are the champions!
Ribbit. How about, Toodoodle? Ribbit.
Dude, I actually think that's a crocodile.
But it has the name Toad in it!
Don't ask questions, dude. It's Pokemon, just don't ask questions. I can't really afford to play Pokemon because the mullet makes me do horrible things, and I can't play something so wholesome as Pokemon anymore. Oh, stop your incessant bitching. As for myself, I suppose, whichever the most powerful, most devious Pokemon there are. Perhaps even Mewtwo, before he had the redesign that makes him look like a... What even is that in the back of his head? I don't even know. But yes, the most powerful and most devious Pokemon there is.
You wanna know my Pokemon team? Okay, now, alright, I'm a traditionalist. I don't know anything about the new Pokemon. I'm sorry, it's just who I am. I grew up with the original stuff. Okay, so, I got Blastoise as my water type. Yeah, I love that cute little Squirtle. He's just so... I just want to hug him. And, okay, now what I like to do is I like to get a rock type to sort of attack the weaker Pokemon. So I got myself an Onix. I leveled the crap out of him. I just love Onix, okay? He's a big dude like me. And, well, look at me. Of course I gotta have a Snorlax. I mean, I am a Snorlax. Let's face it. It's the way it's gotta be. As my flying type, I like Pidgeot. But personally, I like Aerodactyl a bit more, so I go with him, yeah. And, of course, I need a fire type, and you can never go wrong with Charizard. Gotta have Charizard. He's freaking beast, man. Are you kidding? I love Charizard. I mean, he can totally fly. I don't care what anyone says. Now, lastly, Jigglypuff. Don't ask questions. Jigglypuff is awesome. He'll fuck your shit up, man. Jigglypuff is awesome. You can hug him, and he'll be my best friend, and we can have ice cream together. It's gonna be awesome, man.
Nerd! Rogue, how's the master plan to kill Kitty going?
I'd love to tell you, but then I have to kill you, because see, if she finds out what's happening, then everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket.
Cerebro, who would win in a fight and why between you and GLaDOS?
Well, I believe that it would be me who would win the fight, because I am better. Much better than a testing robot.
Jean, why would you not just date Scott, not Duncan?
Date Scott? He's my best friend. I don't want to ruin a friendship. You guys are all delusional.
Yasha, where is Remy LeBeau? I heard him fangirling. Okay, guys, all the characters will appear in the continuity of each of the episodes. I'm not going to introduce other characters in the show too early. Wanda's the only exception because she's Wanda. No other explanation needed. So, Remy LeBeau or Gambit will arrive on due time. Just be patient. He will come at the end like a season finale of season 2. So don't you worry, he's gonna come. No, don't look into that. Oh, god damn it. Is Pietro aware that his speed can allow him to pass through walls?
Well, if he wasn't aware then, he's aware now.
Zoom, motherfucker, zoom! Oh, I swear, Yulin girl, you will pay for this.
Wolverine, why do we never talk anymore? I'm not sure if this has been asked before to the VAs. Which of the 3 X-Men cartoons, like the original series, Evolution, Wolverine and the X-Men, etc., have been your favorite? Also, which depiction of the major characters, Cyclops, Jean, Beast, Professor, etc., are your favorite in the cartoons?
Well, to be honest, I don't remember any of the other cartoon series things, but the one we're doing now I do remember vividly simply because we're doing it now and Mystique's totally my favorite character and not a big loser.
I never watched any of the other series, but I own the entire first season of Evolution on DVD, so I guess that's kind of my bias. And my favorite characters were always a toss between Rogue and Kurt.
Quite honestly, I remember watching all 3. I just can't remember I remember watching them. I just can't remember anything about it. And my favorite character all around, probably Juggernaut.
Yeah, for me it was kind of a similar issue. I don't even think I barely remember watching the original series. I just remember the episodes with Nightcrawler in it. Evolution is the one that really stuck to me the most. Is the one that I really grew up with, so that introduced me to the X-Men universe more than anything else. And and later on I watched Wolverine and the X-Men, which I do like the animation and character design for that. And my favorite character through all of that is definitely Nightcrawler. All throughout. You just asked me what my favorite X-Men character is. You wouldn't even have to finish that sentence. I will say Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler! Yeah, and original X-Men Nightcrawler, I liked his spirituality and his profoundness and his deep rootedness despite his situation. That was really kind of touching. And Evolution's Kurt is more playful and cute and charming. The one that kind of had a crush on growing up a little bit. And Wolverine's Nightcrawler, oh my god. Words cannot describe how sexy he is. Oh my god, the voice and his look and his act, and oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, original Nightcrawler is okay. X-Men Evolution Nightcrawler, cute. Wolverine Nightcrawler, hot. And he's also a really good character too, not just because of the aspect. Don't look at me like that. So yeah, just definitely favorite all throughout would be Nightcrawler. My second favorite would have to be Pietro. Definitely from the Evolution, not just because of Richard Ian Cox, though he is awesome, but because it's just his attitude and everything else. So that's how I liked Pietro. So that's my answer for that.
While I love XMETAS, I'd have to say X-Men Evolution is my top favorite, and my favorite character depiction would have to be Apocalypse in X-Men Evolution.
X-Men wise, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with just like I was right about the time it came out is when I started remembering and stuff in Saturday morning cartoons like Ninja Turtles and things like that. So yes, X-Men, the 90s cartoon, not the weird perverted Nightcrawler one, but the actual one that had a season or two, and the really awesome Sentinels. Never really kind of lost track. 90 Spider-Man would have been. Spider-Man was a good one. The 90s Spider-Man that had that weird guitar riffed radioactive spider blood song. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that one. Fox Kids. Yeah. Marvel actually had a couple decent cartoons that are really cheesy by today, but I love them. Third wise, it would have to be actually Spider-Man Unlimited and when he went to Counter Earth. I like the idea of him punching furries in the face.
Well, of the three major animated series of X-Men, I've only really seen the first two, X-Men the Animated Series and X-Men Evolution. And that was a really long time ago, so I can't remember much about them, so kudos to the series for getting me back into them. But my favorite interpretation of the characters, well, the original animated series, Gambit, is just boss no matter what. And my favorite Wolverine, even though he doesn't fall into one of the first two categories, Steve Blum Wolverine, all the time. Just like Wolverine versus the Hulk, just win. Like, always Steve Blum. Anyway, Red Beast. Out of all of the series, I remember a lot about the 90s cartoon of X-Men, the animated series. I even caught some more of it online after a while, a couple years ago. But I really enjoyed the art style in X-Men Evolution. It's sort of like an upgrade to all of them. I really liked how Colossus looked in that one, though I think I liked his voice actor a bit more in the first one. And those are the only two I've really seen a lot of. So I have to go with art style interpretation, X-Men Evolution, but favorite cartoon, I think, the original.
Between, if I had to make a call between the three series, I'd definitely go for Evolution, and the main reason because I've loved the interpretation of Wolverine they did in there, which it kills me to say because I love everything Steve Blum does, and Wolverine in the X-Men is really good, but Evolution, I loved how, I don't know, it was just something in the voice that always like caught with me of how Wolverine sounded in there, so I really like that one. Just the really gruff kind of voice he had to him. Yeah, so there you go. Enjoy.
Out of the three X-Men cartoons, I just vote for the original, mainly because that holds the most nostalgia for me. I mean, I love the opening theme song for it, and my first introduction to it originally, I was young, and Pizza Hut was having one of those promotions where you can get like those VHS tapes, and it even had an opening with Stan Lee, I think, and some of the other Men of Marvel or something, and I mean, it had like the first two episodes of the series, and that just hooked me. And I'd have to say my favorite character will just be Gambit. I mean, Gambit was just boss in the original, and of course I enjoyed playing as Gambit in Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter for the original PlayStation, so yeah, Gambit. Well, okay, I did get another appreciation for Magneto now, especially now that I play him. But I do not want to try and let my biases get in the way of that.
I haven't watched any of the cartoons. Actually, no, I never watched the cartoons back in the day. but I have watched one of them not that long ago, and my favorite or character or something, whatever, would be like Rogue and like Wolverine. I don't have like a personal favorite because I haven't really watched a lot of it.